Hello, my Zentangle friends. This is Barbara Langston, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and welcome to another session of Not Perfect Zen. And today I'm still going to talk about Inktober. Since I did my first video, I have decided what I want to do for my tiles, and I'm going to show you, but of course, with each video, I'm going to teach you how to do the patterns, and you can do yours however you want. I showed in the first video several ideas. You could do bijou tiles, you can do the 3.5 inch tiles, you could do an opus tile, anything. You could do plain paper, whatever you have. Just like with any of the Zentangle project packs, use what you have on hand. Don't stress about it. And that's the biggest thing about Inktober. Please don't stress. It is a time to learn new patterns and practice them and improve your skills, but please don't think that this is a time to compare yourself to others. I'm going to do it. I'm sure I will. I always do. But let's try not to compare ourselves to others, okay? This is one of the tiles that I showed in that introductory video, and it's called, the pattern is W2, the main pattern. And after I finished the video, I thought, how would I do Inktober tiles if I wanted to use W2? And I figured it out, and I'm really excited about it. Let me show you. So this is what I came up with. So that's this pattern done in a 3.5 inch tile. And it is so easy to set up. That's what's really exciting for me. Let me show you how it looks when you put 4 of these together. And I wasn't real picky about keeping these exactly perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to look good. Remember, on this channel, I don't do perfect. So you can see here that that one's a lot bigger. And, oops, there we go. It was zoomed in. So when we get our tiles together, look at that. Isn't that cool? And when I mount it, I will use a black background because I like to frame these. After I spend all this time, I'm going to frame it. So you can see that when we put them together and glue them onto a black background, then you won't see those center holes. So I just think it's really, really neat. And you can leave them white. You could add color to the background of each of these. You could use tan tiles. You could use gray tiles. You could use a combination, just whatever you want to do. Just have fun with it. And I want to show you that this is the first 4 days of Inktober. And I'll zoom in for you. Okay, so this is the first 4 days. So that's Be Light, Nayu, Firebush. No. Of course, I don't have it written down. That's the first 4. Here, I've got it. Flame Flower, Cairo, or Caro, I'm not sure, and Sunbelt. Well, I got Be Light. Correct. Let me show you real quick how easy it's going to be to get your tile ready if you want to follow this, okay? So this is what we're shooting for. And the easiest thing is that all you need is a piece of paper that is the same width as your tile, okay? We're going to fold it in half. Okay, and pinched it just so I can see where the center is. And then I'm going to put a mark here just so I know where center is on my tile. And then I'm going to take my little template that I just made and put a little mark on each side. And I plan to have mine ready. You have plenty of time to do this or to come up with other ideas. In my introductory video, I showed a lot of ideas. Please look in the description for this video, and I have links to other CZTs who have some fabulous ideas out there. Heather Hartwick-Gladden, her website and her YouTube channel are fantastic, and she does a new pattern each day also. And Nidhi Prakash, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, she also has already started posting some videos to show how to do these, just kind of a practice. Okay, anyway, we have marked center on each side, and at the beginning of each of these other videos I will show you guys how to do this. Okay, so just pull it down. If you want to use this to mark it, you can. If you want a straight line. This is mostly to show us the center point. Once we have that center point, we're going to put a square. And again, it doesn't have to be a perfect square. And then we're going to fill it in. Okay, and then we're going to come down to where these lines are. And since these are going to meet up like this, okay, what we're putting over here is half of a square. Hopefully that makes sense, because putting these together will make a full square. So we're putting a rectangle on this side, and we're going to fill it in. And when you get all these put together, it's not going to matter that it's not perfect. Okay, so we're just going to keep doing that. Okay, one more. Okay, and then on the corners, I'm just going to put just a little corner thing here. So at about the same height that you've done these, we're going to come in, because this is just the corner square right here. Okay, and make sure that I have these filled in. And again, this is for fun. It's for practice, not a contest. Nobody's being graded. We're just using this as a chance to learn some new patterns. So many of these I've done in the past, so it's a time to practice these and then to share what we've done with others. Okay, when you have all of these down, what we're going to do is always start in this left corner. And I have found as long as I do that, these tiles are all going to match up. So I'm going to start in this corner and I'm going to put a line between these. So just straight down. Okay, and then we're going to come over to this side and connect these two sides. By the way, I'm using a Micron PN. Oh, I got a new one. It's drawing so well. All right, so now we're going to come over to this square, opposite of that one. And we're going to do the same thing. Okay. And then come over to this side. And connect those. All right. Now turn it. And we are going to do the same thing that we just did. We're going to start in this left corner. And connect those lines. Connect those boxes. And then come over here. And connect those. Come to this opposite side, the only one that's left. And connect that. And connect that. And you can see that I kind of left a space in there, just fill it in. Okay, that's all it's going to take to get your tile ready to draw on it. I am going to erase the first lines that I added. Keep in mind when you have added that much ink to these little squares that it takes a little bit longer to dry than the other areas, so I'm going to avoid that with my eraser. All right. For myself, I'm just going to make sure that these little edges look good where they're going to meet up. But again, once you get them put together, it's not going to be that noticeable. Okay, so another thing is that when you get it all mounted, there will be a little slice here on each tile that is not colored or tangled on. And when you get it all put together, when all of these are finished, like this, and like this. Okay, let's put this one on here. If I have a little space here, like this, then I could always, here we go, come back and color these in later, put more. But that's not until you get ready to mount it if you want to do this, okay? What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, that I did a little bit of Lindy's Magicals on this one. And I use that a lot because it's so simple to use, and I just love the sparkly colors. So I just picked 2 of these, got it real watery, and then put my sponge into it very lightly, and then with each color just dabbed that on there. I did another one where I colored it in a little bit more dark, and I didn't like it. I like this, just to have a little pop of color. And you could do that if you wanted with colored pencils, watercolor pencils, whatever you want. The other thing, I know what it was. You don't have to put these little dashed lines. That was just to show you in case you want. I have decided to leave it off of mine just in case I want to fill that little block. So there you go. Again, look in the description and check out the links that I'm going to get you. There are several people who are already putting information out there. If you use the hashtag, where did I put it? On the back of one of these? There we go. If you use this hashtag in either Instagram or Facebook, you can come up with a lot of examples that are already out there. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I am super excited about this. I hope that you are too. I'm looking forward to starting my videos, and I'll see you on September 30th is when the first video will come out. Midnight Central Standard Time, September 30th. All right, thanks.